If you just joined us, this is The Press. We're reaching you live from Kaftan's television studio here in the nation's capital, Abuja. If you just joined us, you missed out on so many things. But then you can see during the analysis, our guest on the show this morning is Senator Iregui. He is a journalist. He helped us to analyze all the stories that we read out to you earlier. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's great to have you again.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
All our viewers, our phone lines are open. You can call in to make your contributions or ask your questions. Now, quite a lot of stories making the rounds, but we'll start with politics and then the PDP politics and all the, is it house feud or rivalry? I'm trying to look for the right word. Anyway, on Daily Sun, this one says, Wike bemoans lack of effective leadership in Nigeria. He has banned everyone, that's on the right, that says he has banned everyone from campaigning for Atiku rather, in Rivers. That's subscribed to Senator Maeba. And then it says state PDP dismisses claims. And then right on the flip side, you have on Daily Trust saying Atiku Wike dispute stalls composition of PDP campaign council. Candidates considers Makinde Tambuwal for DG post. I can perform well in or out of PDP. That's subscribed to the Rivers State Governor. What are your thoughts on this?
My thought is even though everybody have their style, we all know that such things are bound to happen after every primary. It's not everybody that will be satisfied. There will be winners and losers. Even in APC up till now, not everyone is satisfied. Just that those who lost out have been able to manage their grievances and stay out of public space. We have people like Rotimi Amaechi, we've not heard from him. But Wike, being who he is, has taken a different route to decide to make it a public spectacle.
But at some point, he was not saying anything, and everybody became worried. His silence was beginning to become deafening.
But now he's talking. So he's talking, but I feel my own personal opinion, the way he's approaching it is not right. If you really want to be a party member, you do it for the overall interest of the party. If you want to move and come to another party, still within your right. Because at the end of the day, if you are still within the party and your actions are undermining despite they're always all over the world, they agree. If you go to US, there are people who are not happy that when Trump emerged, but after emerged, they rally around. Even with inside, they can grumble and complain, but they won't go ahead making statements that undermine their own party. Because at the end,
Trump or Joe Biden?
I'm talking of when Trump emerged.
Yes.
You know, he was a controversial figure. I was just giving a kind of a similar situation. So I think I know Wike may have grievances. He does have grievances, but the way he's going about it, I think he would have handled it better. I don't think making it too much public spectacle is good for his party. As an opposition party that want to take over from a ruling and incumbent, they should be able to put their house in order. And Atiku too should also, one of them should play a bigger role. Atiku should also reach out and find out, okay, what are your grievances and how do we manage the situation.
All right.
Because if they continue like this, it's going to play into the hands of because they are competing against the ruling party and also other parties, be it Labour, SDP or NNPP.
All right, talking about what to do next, there's a statement, and like you said the way Wike is going about it is not really encouraging. There's a statement from the Punch that says Wike's romance with Tinubu's men rattles Amaechi's base, and the writer says Wike, desperate for alliance with Tinubu, wants protection after 2023. That's coming from Rivers APC. And they also said Amaechi is unhappy about Abi's closeness to Tinubu, says ex-minister's associates, as Rivers governor free to join APC. That's coming from Shitu. And Wike Atiku's loyalist trade blame. Now at this point, what do you think, aside is romance with Tinubu that makes Amaechi unhappy. What do you think they mean by Wike wanting an alliance with Tinubu for a protection for 2023? After 2023, I beg your pardon.
You know, politicians think of their interest first, especially Nigerian politicians, the brand we play here. For me, as a Nigerian, as analysts who want our democracy to deepen, I don't think it's ideal. It should be the people you represent, the interests of your people, your constituents first. But I think they also think of their own interest. They think of their own interest first. How will this favor me? How will I protect myself? The protection they are talking about, you know, most times all these public officials may have some skeleton in their cupboard. So, like, you know how when APC took over, a lot of people in PDP who felt threatened were jumping over and decamping to APC. And they say immediately you join APC, your sins are forgiven.
So let's quickly take this call. Just hold your thoughts. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
I'm Collins from Benue State.
All right, Collins from Benue State. Go ahead. We can hear you.
I was watching the headline newspaper just this morning, and about the issue of the SARS, of the thing that the government of Nigeria has did there, and it's going to affect them towards 2023 election. Even without saying it, they're supposed to know. I'm not calling him any longer. They're supposed to know. Even in the Western world, people come outside for peaceful protest when things are not going well. But in Nigeria, the moment you protest against what they are doing to you, whether it's a violent protest or a peaceful protest, what they have to do, they will use one thing or the other to indict you, or they call the police or soldiers or the military just to kill you or to do any other thing. The time has come that we are going to use what we have to fight them back.
All right.
Our should be there. In terms of that of Wike of trying to, get together with Tinubu, just and also asking for protection. Who protects him to seek the is God. If you say he cannot die, then just have it within yourself that he cannot sleep even a night. You know the sleep we slept is part of death. You don't know what brought you back to life. It's God. So for his protection of a sinner, I don't see anything there. Let him not just make that to become headlines that people will comment on.
All right.
But the right thing must be done. As for me, I see him and Zulum as one of the best governors.
All
So
right.
let him not shatter himself. The youth are behind them. Let
All right,
them
thank you.
do what is at stake and let the youth follow them up, and God wants to guide them up.
Thank you
As
so
long
much.
as we are still going out, we'll be making calls in some of the newspaper headlines and get in touch. My problem is this issue that I've been telling you. After, please and please, send one of your journalists to go and cover my road from Benue down to
Night
Mine. It's too bad. Yesterday there is a fatal accident that destroyed almost the entire passengers in the vehicle.
All
The
right.
road
Thank you,
was so
Collins.
bad that we
Thank you. Your point has been noted already. Thank you so much. You have 1 minute, 60 seconds for every caller. Please, louder your thoughts.
Okay, is it on what is it? Or
Yes,
what we're talking
What
about?
we're talking about.
Okay, yes. So I think the caller also noted about it. So politicians always think of, I think the protection they're talking about is political interest, not issue of life. Because even the president cannot guarantee life, even his own life. So, but we're talking about politically, maybe to actually stay relevant. But this is a risk, calculated risk, in the sense if Tinubu is guaranteed to win. So what if he loses and he has put all his It's safer to play opposition politics aligned with his political win or lose.
Well, you know, Governor Wike believes that he has this power, and then the people of Rivers State, like he said, he can sway the votes of Rivers.
No, I'm not saying I'm not undermining the influence he have, but I'm saying the choice is to take. Okay. He's about taking, and the motive behind it, or is it strategic, or is he making the right choices? So that's what I'm saying. To me, I feel that if he's really a loyal party man, he has contributed a lot to PDP, has done a lot. It's his choice to decide where you want to align. But what I want to say that if you really want to go with Tinubu, it's a decision you can just make. Instead of staying in PDP and still undermining his own party, it's better he defines, which is his choice. He's free to.
What if his definition is being held bound by Amaechi's presence in APC?
Nothing like he has been making. Why should Amaechi hold him going to APC be a problem? I don't think there's a problem with that, even though there may be a problem in Rivers APC, because Amaechi has been among the founding members from the beginning, built structures of APC in Rivers State. So if they find a way to, if Wike should join, that means he's going to collapse his PDP structure to align with that APC in Rivers State. But there will be who now becomes to, because just as Wike came second behind Atiku, it's the same way Amaechi also came second behind Tinubu. Means Amaechi also has his supporter that has not been. That's what I'm saying. Everybody has their style. That Amaechi has not been making noise or speaking and doing. Doesn't mean he doesn't have. That means for him to come second, means he also have supporters within the APC circle. He has his own group. So, and he might have his own grievances with, just like they mentioned, with the way all this public. There is something politicians always know how to manage their differences. That's why you see one can tomorrow jump from PDP to APC, from APC back to PDP, from this, and most times it's real members of the public that fight. Exactly. Then they are friends.
They have their way of.
Sometimes you think they are fighting. They fight to get who takes what within the political, but when you check, their friends, their families are friends, and that's how.
And during dinners and weddings, they just chill.
Yes. So my is that if Amaechi want to stay in PDP, he should be he should put his party first, and I'm not saying he shouldn't express his grievances, but there should be a limit to it. Then if you really want to move, you should make it sure he's within his right. So our constitution and law guarantee freedom of association.
Absolutely.
All right, now let's take other stories, and this one is on insecurity. But before we go ahead, I think we have a call. Let's quickly take the call before we continue. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Fine, thank you, sir.
Good morning to everybody in Capital TV.
Good morning, sir.
And good morning to your analysts.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Chief Arel from Kaduna.
Well, Chief Arel, please talk to us.
God bless you. God
Bless
bless
you.
you. Let me speak about those people who were arrested in Owo. I say kudos to the military and kudos to everybody. But you see, I'm not happy. It looks as if the federal government really neglected Amatekun. They did not mention anything about Amatekun in this instance. And Amatekun did the groundwork of this arrest of this Owo attack. And in my own view, they are discouraging the Amatekun. The police and the military seems to be taking the credit. They did not give any credit to Amatekun at all, which is not good at all. Then about Akpabio and Lawa and Akpabio should go and sit down. Enough is enough. They did not contest for the primaries and to read from it. And I next to stand by their decision not to include Lawa and Akpabio. This country is not with that primary election. You see, Nigeria is a country that some people feel that they are more greater than the others. That is why today you see Wawa and Abadio are still parading themselves as if they are the candidates nominated. Then about the finance minister who have been summoned on this subsidy, this is a government who came on board that they never knew anything about subsidy. Buhari himself criticized subsidy. He said subsidy does not exist. Why don't someone the minister for finance on subsidy? Are they playing double game? Today, this particular government are known for propaganda. All the propaganda they did on subsidy, that the subsidy was a scam. Today, they are involved in subsidy fraud. A lot of things have gone in subsidy. They have defrauded this country about subsidy. Then about Wike, please give me 1 minute. About Wike,
you have 30 seconds
for PDP. But the first instance that 2 wrongs cannot make right. We disagree to agree. Wike should not go to APC. He should stand and make sure that he does reconciliation with PDP. If he go to APC, I can bet you that is the end of Wike. APC will just use Wike and dump him. Let him just announce that he's going to APC. That will be the end of Wike. You see, Nigerians are tired of the name APC. So if he go to APC, they are really going to ruffle him. He should not even attempt to go to APC.
All right, Chief Aro.
He should sit with PDP and make sure that they reconcile.
All right, thank you so much.
That party called APC. God bless our country, Nigeria. God bless Captain TV.
God bless you too, Chief Aro from Kaduna State. Like he always outlined all the
before speaking the hottest of the gist of the paper.
Exactly.
You know.
All right. So let's go to security or insecurity. And one of the things that he mentioned on Daily Sun says, church massacre masterminds arrested. How they were nabbed. That's subscribed to CDS. And then Akeredolu confirms arrest of 5 suspects. Then on the flip side, still on insecurity, you have Nigeria will remain one. That's subscribed to President Muhammadu Buhari. As it says, self-centeredness that led to the civil war must not repeat itself. And then other story you have Abuja not under siege or not under terrorist siege. That's subscribed to the CDS. That's General Irabo. And then if you recall, I don't know, I'm sure you must have gotten those reports from NCDC saying that Abuja, Lagos and some other states, they are laid on the siege. So a lot of people should be careful and extra careful, in fact, when you're going out. In fact, we kept getting that report time and time and again, and they have some pockets of attacks in around that Suleja also. And then now we're getting the report saying that Abuja not under siege. So are we like at the NSCDC giving one report, and then the other side, on the flip side, you have the CDS saying something else? Before you take that, let's quickly take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
All right, tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
All right, go ahead, very quickly, 60 seconds.
I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Please turn down the volume of your TV set and move away from it so we can hear you.
Okay, 60 seconds.
60 seconds. Your time starts
Are you
now.
not hearing me?
Very well, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. My contribution goes like this. All these people, they know what they are doing. You see what happened day before yesterday in Oshu State. So it's Enugu now. Port Harcourt Enugu Road. Fulani people have occupied the whole place. You cannot travel from Port Harcourt to Enugu safely. So all these leaders, they know what they are doing. But the thing is that they will reap all that they are doing against Nigeria. All the things they are doing, God is watching all of them. They want to save Nigeria. They want to destroy Nigeria. So, all their things they are heaping for themselves, for their children. Let them go to the Bible and ask about Nebuchadnezzar. Let them remember what the Bible has said concerning us.
All right.
They are seeing the truth and they are not following it. God is going to punish all that are making Nigerians to suffer.
All right. Thank you so much for that, for your contribution. Even though you didn't say your name, well, everybody is asked, right? It is entitled to their own opinion. Please go ahead.
Okay, I want to start from the positive to then
The negatives. Oh, the right.
and also the negative, the challenging or the So I really want to commend our security and intelligence agencies for cracking the Owo case, arresting the perpetrators, even though we've had different versions of arrests since the whole thing, you know, from the one Amatoku say from the police, but at least the Chief of Defense Staff, General Rabo, has, you know, formally given names that these are the. It shows that really our security and intelligence agencies are capable, you know, when they want to work and giving all the full support. So
when they want to work, so there are some times that they might decide not to work.
When they are giving the full support to work, sometimes there may not be political will to really define how they should operate. It affects their output. For example, if you see what is happening in Northwest, it's not as if they are not, but their terms of reference or their modes of operation or the mission of such operation are not well defined. So, and that's why you'll be having some gaps. But when they are giving a specific task, say, look, this is what you should do, you will see result. Like they are giving, we need to unravel this or attackers, and they did it. And then in the Northeast, you cannot see that the operation is well defined. Operation Life Your Daily is a counter-insurgency, counter-terrorism operation with defined locations. And you see that, okay, that operation is well defined. They know this. They have a command and control center. So, you know, but we don't, other parts of the country, this South, East, Northwest, we don't really know. The operation is fluid, it's not well defined, and that's why I've seen some of those loopholes. Then coming to the other is the issue of interagency collaboration. Apart from the man talking about that Moteku is not was not given some credit, I've also this morning listened to former Commissioner of Police complaining that CDS shouldn't have taken the lead to announce such that it should have been a police job. So you see some of these grievances here and there, showing that there are still work to be done in inter-agency collaboration. Every agency wants to take the glory, but it's all sector of both intelligence and security agencies collaborating. Nobody can do it alone, be it Omoteku or be it the police or be it the military and intelligence officers, but it's left for political authority to try to harmonize and coordinate it and say, okay, you be the one that will take the lead in this kind of operation. But we know that, yes, police is the lead agency when it comes to internal security operation. But now the point is that are police really doing their work? Then military are to play supportive role. But you've seen in most cases now, military is the one taking most of the lead. Police sit at the back. Sometimes are they sitting at the back because they are not provided the right support? Are they not? Is it because they are not giving the right political will backing, or is it because they are sitting in protest that okay, you feel it's the military that can do, let them go and do it? But about what all these are showing, all these grievances talks here is that they need more collaboration. They're coming to Abuja. Yes, if you hear military or government talk, they have to talk in such a way that they want to inspire hope and confidence in the people. But the reality may be different. If you say Abuja is not under siege, yes, it's a state as a security spokesperson or head of security agency, you don't want to say yes, Abuja is under siege. It may not be politically or professionally correct to say so, but for citizens, they are seeing different things. They are seeing military personnel being attacked. They are seeing that in Kogi State there are terrorist cells that have carried out attacks here and there. in Niger State, they've seen terrorist cells active, working. In Kaduna State, they've seen terrorists active, kidnapping people. In Nasarawa, we had issue of terrorist cells. So, and these are states that surround FCT. And these people have not only, they are now attacking security personnel, security formation. So, what else can you say?
You even got the Kuje jailbreak.
And Kuje jailbreak, that's another attack that have been happening here and there. That's kids beating Abaji and Buhari and other askets. So is it until they get to Aso Rock? So what? There is nothing more evident than this, that people are feeling unsafe. So, but I trust that they are taking action with what have happened in Owo. But apart from being reactive, always after the attack, now they start looking for they arrest the perpetrators.
Okay.
We want a proactive measure that this shouldn't even manifest itself. We shouldn't be in such a situation that terrorists will have boldness to attack military personnel and formation and kill some within FCT.
Or even threaten to attack the president.
That's what I'm saying. So it shouldn't be. So it should be neutralized. And all those active cells within Niger State, Kaduna, Nasarawa, Kogi, these are states that surround FCT. So these are why you can say the Abuja is under siege. Because what it means is, if terrorists are active in all these states that surround FCT, what else? And then once in a while they come FCT, attack and jailbreak. Then another thing is that, yes, we celebrate that they are able to arrest these perpetrators. But what happens? We see many perpetrators after they are arrested and in prison. Then the next day they are jailbreak. They are all let loose. Kuje prison. We have over 40 Boko Haram kingpins on the loose now after all the whole effort.
Does it actually surprise you that up until now, heads are yet to roll?
That's it. That's what I'm saying. No sack, no demotion, no discipline or whatsoever. Nobody has resigned. So people are just going as normal. After that, maybe another event, God forbid, will now overtake it. We'll forget that one.
All right,
the one that happened nowhere, nobody has said. And you notice that after that prison break, Imo State has not recovered till date.
All right, let's still talk about this church killings. There's also a statement that says the home where they lodged was identified, and the person that lodged them before the attack has been arrested. Now they say that no outside work can actually come in except the one inside has actually giving you information, which simply means that these people had to lodge somewhere in the town before they came for the attack. It was pre-planned and all that. So what do you think that we should begin to do from henceforth? Because it simply means that even the citizens, some of the indigents were aware of, or whoever they stayed with was aware of the operation that was going to be carried out. Is there something we need to be doing, maybe at the local level, beyond just the government, beyond just our security outfits? Is that something that Nigerians need to hold dear in order to, erase and eradicate some of these killings? Because it is obvious they can't just barge into the community without having to know that they have access somewhere, they have informants somewhere, they have someone that can help them navigate.
Yes, there's something that calls sleeper cells for terrorists. Like, terrorists can be in a place for 20 years, planning, acting, waiting for the right moment to strike. As members of the public that are now aware of security science and awareness technique, it may not be aware, because what we are facing is asymmetric in nature, meaning that these are enemies that are normal human beings. They wear civilian uniform. They are normal civilians. They can even go to work. They can even go to religious centers. They may even come here now and be speaking normally. You may not know. If God forbid, you will not know. So, but what they are planning is within them. And sometimes you can host them without knowing. Hotels are there for business. If so, do they come and start saying, "Are you a terrorist?" or "You are from the side, I'm a terrorist"? It's not written in their head. So people can lodge in a hotel without you knowing that, yes, they can lodge in different rooms and this thing without you knowing that these people are together. So the thing now is, it comes to also kind of sensitizing members of the public to be security conscious and aware of the environment. I remember such measures were being taken toward the end of tenure of President Goodluck Jonathan. I know there was something Office of Security Advisor were creating, sensitizing the public, and that's why they say security is everyone's business. And this is where you have to motivate the public. You need to carry public along, and this is where public communication is important. Where government stays aloof, where people will be killed, you don't hear from your president, you don't hear from people. Once in a while they issue one prior statement that sounds so detached from what people are feeling. So that's why if you check in a modern 21st century leadership, you check other countries, their leaders are always on the talking, communicating, speaking directly to the citizens. What are they doing? They are motivating them. They are connecting with them. They are energizing them. So when you do that, public will rally around you. But when you see that everybody were in a sleeper mode, everyone is just going endlessly, and nobody seems to be energizing. So people are only complaining.
All right, let's take this.
When you sensitize people, they will not be aware of the environment and be able to report.
Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Please tell us your name, where you're calling us from. Tell us your name and where you're calling us from, sir.
Huh?
He needs to turn down the volume of his TV set.
I'm David.
Go ahead, please.
Now, I heard for news some weeks back that the people condemned to death there, they said that they have been dead since 20 years. Now, somebody condemned to death and they still leave them in that place for 20 years. Now, look what happened to jailbreak now. What do you say about that?
All right. Thank you so much, David, for your contribution. All right, please land on your thoughts.
So the thing is that every member of the public need to be carried along and need to be reorientated. There should be sensitization, like National Orientation Agency. When last have you heard about them, apart from as a name now? These are part of their role to sensitize members of the public. Let us know the basic, at least the basic knowledge of security. Sometimes people just come in front of a street, park car, and leave. You know, you should be aware. Who are you? Why are you parking here? And for what? You just get those basic information. So then if someone just comes through around and come and see, you find out, okay, why are you standing there? So there are some basic things one should be able
So now
to
you
then citizens should be confident to report. Another problem is that when citizens report, now they becomes part of the suspect, and they may not be
a victim.
Yeah, become a victim. They may not even get away from that problem. So these are issues. When citizens don't have that confidence they say police is our friend. And how many citizens believe that really police are our friend?
And they say
that you can confide in
something.
them. But this should be what should be natural. Like if you see other advanced countries, what makes them, it's not as if their spirit is people, citizens, watching from their windows, observing that immediately if an illegal immigrant come, they've called, say we have a new neighbor, they call immigration, are you aware? They can check through their database. Like us now, how effective is our database? Do you know how many aliens are in Nigeria? How many foreigners are in Nigeria? And from which country? How many goes out and come in? We have porous border where people just come unmonitored, come here, do and go back as they like. So these are some of the things that affect our intelligence and this. Our security intelligence agencies are actually trying. but there are other structural and systemic limitations that also affect them. Like I emphasize, the political office holder, public officials are not just there to sit and collect salary at the end of the day and award contract. There are some role they have to play to inspire, motivate citizens, and they are not doing that. Their actions are damping the morale of the citizen. They are detaching the citizens from, and they are detached from the citizen. So they are not even capable of mobilizing citizens, carrying them along, motivating them, and making them part of the security. What you do is that they talk down on them, they blame them, they make excuses, and they don't even communicate to
now
the citizens.
taking from where you just stopped, now you have the presidency or the media aide always coming to say either that this administration is far better than what you had in previous administration, and I even heard one saying that after all, you have people shooting massively in Canada, in the US, and then nobody's bringing down the government. So why are Nigerians?
So these are kind of statement I'm telling you, this statement doesn't inspire. These are statements that are first is dismissive of citizens' pains and concern. Then it's a statement that does not want to take responsibility. It's a statement that is telling you that what you are complaining that is bad is not too bad, but after all it's happening. So why should we be comparing bad to bad? Why won't we set example? If such bad things are happening in other society, are they accepting it as a norm, or something that should be sustained? They also making an effort, assuring their citizens that such problem will be tackled. They are not going on air and dismissing, trying to tell them, oh, if it happens in US, they will tell you, there's also shooting in Russia, they're also shooting in China, so you shouldn't complain. They are not telling their citizens that.
All right.
They are making efforts to try to say, yes, we know that this is a challenge, but we are looking for solution. So we can only give such example for because you want to go higher. That's why you should look for the positive to compare yourself.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Senator Iregu, journalist. It's always a pleasure having these talks with you.
Thank you.
All right. Now